And we are live.
Hello, it's Julie.
And Arvin.
We're back.
We're back. Welcome aboard. I see a couple of people already on. We got Dina. Hello, Dina. Hello, Linda.
Hi.
The Minky Sheet Company. Hello. Yvonne. Sharon. Welcome. Welcome.
You guys are hopping on.
We're gonna wait a couple of minutes for people to get on. Please don't forget to share. Today we've got an exciting giveaway. We've got 5 cuddle blankets that we're giving away.
Why are we doing 5 blankets today?
Why are we?
Happy birthday, Arvin, in 2 days.
Thank you.
2
Yes,
days.
it's a birthday smash today.
Yeah.
So thank you for jumping on. We're gonna give a few people some time to get on. Hello, Linda. Hello, Carol. Hello, Arlise.
Where's everybody coming from today? I see Tennessee, I see Atlanta,
West
I see
Virginia.
Vegas. Hey, Michelle.
Hello, Sharon. Hello, Paula.
There's
Wow,
Mary
a
Lou
lot of
from
people. Mary Lou, welcome.
Michigan's
Alabama.
in the house.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Good morning to you guys as well. Good afternoon if you're in different parts of the country. We've got a lot of people hopping on. Hello, Stephanie. And if we miss you, there's just a bunch of
It's moving
comments.
quick
It's moving
today.
fast.
Yeah.
We've got an
Thank you.
exciting show for you guys today. Not only is it the pre-birthday 5 blanket giveaway, but we're also going to share with you a little bit about the softer side of Shannon, which is something that we are all very passionate about. And so please don't forget to share and stay on to claim your prize at the end of the show. And also don't forget to subscribe so you can get notified the next time we go live. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, Paula. Hello, Shirley. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Thelma.
So you probably saw we didn't do a new fabric
No,
show this week.
no new fabric show this week. We're waiting till next week.
Right.
There's something in the oven.
Yeah, it's a big one next week, so it may even take a little longer, but we've got a lot planned for next week. So
We got all the prints, right?
all the prints.
Yeah.
So not all the prints, of
Well,
course,
all the new stuff,
prints.
right.
Yes, and maybe even a teeny weeny sneak preview of the next ones that haven't even come in yet. So.
Hello, Eric. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, Gloria. Hello, Linda. Yes, Oregon.
Couple.
Wow, Mexico.
Wow.
Look at New Mexico. Sorry, New Mexico. Not quite Mexico, but closer to us than we are to Mexico. Hello, Stephanie. Yes, please share. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I think we're.
You know what? Let's ask. Is the audio okay for you? Are you hearing us okay? We're having to project a little bit today because we have a little audio issue on our end.
Yeah, we
Give
had
us a thumbs up if you can hear us okay.
If the voice is okay, please. We're doing a makeshift audio today.
So we're just kind of
Linda
trying to.
White. Hello, Linda. Michigan.
There's Lou.
Sound
Hey, Lou.
okay. All right, perfect. Thelma,
All right.
thank you for confirming.
We'll keep trying
Good
to
morning,
project.
Carla.
It's fuzzy.
It's fuzzy. Well, bear with us. I mean, we're using the iPad audio. Jeremy here is on the camera here. So today our equipment decided to not work properly, so we've had to do an audible. But I hope you can hear us okay. A lot of popping, they say. A little bit of static.
Well, let's run a test then.
Well, let's see. Go ahead. Well, we're going to run a quick test. Jeremy is just
Patient with us for just a sec here while we get this technology stuff happening.
okay. Is that better?
Does this sound better,
Does
everybody?
that sound better? We took off maybe that solved the static. You want to enlarge the comments so we can see what they're saying.
There's a thumb up. I like to see that thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Okay. Little static. I hope it's getting better.
Better. We're here.
Better.
We're seeing better.
Okay. Better. Great. Better is
Alright.
good. So it is a little crackly, but we're going to move on and we're going to do the show anyways because we're really excited about
That would help.
sharing with you what we've got in store today, the softer side of Shannon. Today, it's all about our nonprofit engagement. When we first coined the phrase "making the world a softer place," it really only had to do with the texture of our product and what the fabric represented. And today, I'm so proud to say that phrase, "making the world a softer place," has multiple meanings. And the one that really is the most gratifying to us is the charitable work that we do as a company, and which is something that has been kind of ingrained in me from my father and from his father to him. It's been passed on, and we love helping people in need, and we've been blessed to have that opportunity, and we're only getting started. We're going to keep doubling down on this because it is a thing that's very near and dear to my heart, to my father's heart, who is still actively involved in the business and is my business partner, Abraham. And so, we're going to get started. And about 6 years ago, we decided that we wanted to give back more. And again, sometimes it's just writing a check, sometimes it's doing the work. And we decided, we want to do the work. We want to put in get the team involved. So we started with a humble goal of feeding 30 families around Thanksgiving. And we had one employee when we didn't know where to start, where to give the food to. And we've had this employee with us, Richard Maciel, who's really an amazing human being. He's one of the people who's one of the biggest shining lights in our warehouse, and really is a mentor to some of our younger employees in the warehouse. And he said, Arvin, and I went to him, I said, Richard, if we put together 30 meals for Thanksgiving, complete meals with a turkey and all, would you be able to find homes for it? He said, absolutely. So we started, and we gathered some food. I remember you even went and...
Oh, I used to grocery shop for
this.
And so I would go to Ralph's, and then I would just I worked out a deal with them, and then I would just do the whole shopping thing by myself. And I'd end up, people would stare at me and wonder, and then come up and ask me what I was doing. And so I got to share the message. And it was actually very gratifying for me as well, to make that money go as absolute far as we could to meet as many families as we could.
And I remember those 30 boxes were packed, and Richard put them in his van and took them to his neighborhoods and the neighborhoods that he knows there are needy families. And he came back to me the next day and he goes, Arvin, you don't know what a blessing this was to the people that we serve. These people may have gone without food, or without at least ample food around the holidays, the Thanksgiving holidays. And that was the spark. That was what really started all of our push into the nonprofit world, to the giving and to the charitable work on a different level. And so next year rolled around, and we're like, okay, we got to up this game. We went up to 60 families, and Richard, of course, helped us find those families.
But remember what we did? We took and we went into the warehouse and we brought all the food in there, and then the employees came in one Sunday morning, and we started just all together packing and going through it, and we did it in record time. But it was so, I don't know, there was something about it that we were all doing it together, and it just felt like it was the right
when
thing.
you're guided, when you're guided, it's easy. And I have to say, I feel really fortunate and blessed to be guided, not just in that world, but also in our business world. And I'm super grateful to you guys, our followers, our community, our retail customers, wholesale customers, just consumers, everyone who loves our product. And so it just, we started down this path of being guided towards this light. And so we doubled again next year, and
but then we reached a point where it was
we couldn't distribute the food.
No, and we couldn't go and collect it like we were. We had to change our methods.
Right.
So we had to have, we reached out to a couple different.
Smart and Final was the
first one, and they delivered for us pretty well. And then we went through, and so it took a bigger team of staff to come in and pack those boxes, and that was really fun. It was just really fun watching the employees. Everybody was so into what we were doing, and it was
they just loved being a part of it.
And just making
they
sure
brought their kids. I brought, a couple of years ago, 3 years ago, I brought my kids here a couple of times to help us. I mean, so we got the families involved, we got people involved, and of course they weren't getting paid for this. It was all volunteer.
Yeah, of course.
And so they were doing it just from the love in their hearts, just for people, because you know what? There is no worst feeling than not having food in front of your family. And so I'm proud to say last year we delivered that blessing to 1,100 families, which we packed the food here and delivered to Salvation Army and a couple of other local organizations. Of course, Richard still gets his 50, 60 bags that he delivers to people. And so it was really awesome. It was really awesome to to be a part of this and see this grow. And we have plans to grow it again this year, and hopefully we could feed more families who are food insecure. So that's the first thing. And then over the years, we've been partnering, and I'm sure you guys have checked out our website. In the community section, there is our nonprofit partners. I'm going to list, actually, I'll let you list them all. So go ahead.
So our nonprofit partners, I'm going to read them so that I don't miss anybody, but Angel City Sports, which I'm going to take just a quick moment, a little commercial here for Arvin, that this last year, the Angel City Sports gave Arvin the Angel Award. He's the co-chair in the organization, and it's a leadership award, as well as he's very passionate about the Angel City. And so I would suggest that if you have the opportunity just to pop onto their website and read a little bit about them, that it's so, we are, as a company, we're very behind Angel City. And
yeah, we're a
just
big sponsor of
have a
this.
special place in our heart.
And so what they do, just for clarification, if you guys aren't aware of it, they provide sporting opportunity for the disabled communities. And it was started by a dear friend of mine, Clayton Freck, and his son Ezra Freck, who was a Paralympian last year. And so he's a limb deficient athlete on a prosthetic that participated at the age of 16 in the Paralympic Games, and he will bring home a gold in 2024. That's a promise. And in 2028 in LA. He's been on the Ellen Show a couple of times, so if you don't know him, please look for him. He's a source of inspiration to me and many, many, many others.
Ezra Freck.
Ezra Freck, yes. And so we've sponsored them for the last 4 years since we connected with them, and they're a big part of our family.
And then we also do Baby to Baby, and then Binkies for Comfort, which we want to tell you a little bit more about them in a few minutes. And then Sacred Sewing Room, Gift of Life, Project Linus, Hopes and Dreams, Quilt Challenge for ALS, Global Kindness, Salvation Army, and Shar Sharat,
yes. So I'll just go through quickly. Baby to Baby provides baby products for families in needs, babies in need. So we contribute to them. We give them some finished products. Binkies for Comfort provides blankets to the oncology departments of, I think, about 80 hospitals throughout the nation.
It's another organization that's very dear to our hearts.
Very dear to
I'm going to pause you guys just a second. I'm getting audio issues again.
A lot of popping again.
Yeah, we're going to try something here.
Okay. Fix our popping going on.
How is this, everybody?
Is that better?
I guess we should talk so that maybe
Yeah,
it'll
maybe
be better or not.
While we wait. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. You know what? I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everyone. So Binkies gives away, I think, yeah, it's better, they say. They give away, I think, over 1,000 or 1,500 blankets. No, I'm sorry, 6,000 blankets annually to different oncology departments of different hospitals. And we are their primary fabric source. And of course, we give them a huge discount. Plus, we'll share with you, we've made a couple of huge donations to them from the Demi Rose fabric.
Because of you.
Because of you guys, because your support of buying this product. And essentially, we had a dear customer of ours, so sweet, who had a child who passed from SIDS. And so we went to them, her name was Demi Rose. And we went to her and said, look, we want to create a fabric. We want to give back in her honor. And so at first she said, okay, well, we can try to give back to SIDS. We got to go find an organization. And she kind of that's what she had in mind. I said, look, there's an organization that we're close to that already has everything set up. They give the blankets to people, children fighting cancer, most of which are terminal. And, let's make a donation to them. And she agreed. So last year, in 2020, which was the first year we released the fabric, it was actually released late 2019. We donated $14,000 to Binkies. And last year we donated $13,000 to Binkies. And going forward, starting in 2022, we're going to be donating those funds to Making the World a Softer Place, which is our own nonprofit doing all this amazing work. Just because, it's such a close cause to us, and we can really pinpoint where we send those dollars to. So that's Binkies. They're an amazing organization. We're going to continue supporting them. And Sacred Sewing Room is an organization that basically teaches women how to sew and makes them functional in today's work environment. And then they donate all the products they make to women's shelters. Gift of Life is a bone marrow registry that helps save thousands of people every year. As a matter of fact, I have a dear friend right now who's one of their patients, his son, 8-year-old son, who is fighting HLH, and he needs a bone marrow transfer. And I'm glad to say that I think they found someone, and we're on the road to hopefully getting him up and recovered and back to being an 8-year-old child. Project Linus, I'm sure many of you know, they donate blankets and products to children in need that are left behind at fire stations. And so we've donated to them, and we donate to them annually to a few of their chapters. Hopes and Dreams Quilt Challenge for ALS. They get fabrics from us, they create products that they auction, and then they go ahead and put all those funds towards fighting ALS and finding a cure. And Global Kindness is another organization that we do a Passover drive with. They have a big community of about 400 or 500 families that they support. This year for Passover, we were able to give them, donate, not just us, but through my community, about $80,000 to feed those families around Passover. Salvation Army is the recipient and will be the recipient of our food baskets, our food drive, Thanksgiving food drive. And Share It is an organization that helps women who are fighting breast cancer and ovarian cancer. And we just started working with them. We donated 84 blankets to give to women who are going through this awful journey to make their world a little softer. And one of my dear friend's wives introduced me to them. She had gone through their organization through her fight for breast cancer. And I'm glad to say that she's okay. And they have two kids, beautiful family. I'm going to be seeing them this weekend for my birthday. But again, these are all causes that either we're directly connected to or we've come across through our path of selling fabrics. And it really is, and thank you for all of your comments. I know today we're not interacting much with you guys.
But we're seeing them.
We're seeing them, and Denise, I hear you. There's a lot of registries that do amazing work for bone marrow transplant. And more amazing are the people who step up and actually donate their bone marrow, because you can only do that once in your life. And, so I appreciate all these organizations. Essentially, they're an extension of our organization. They're making the world a softer place, and they have a cause. And so for the most part, these organizations, we pick infant to child size organizations that don't have a lot of overhead. The money goes directly to the work. It gets distributed to the people they serve. That's one of the primary requirements or criteria for finding people. Thank you, Lorna. And so essentially, we want the effect to be as big as possible. And so that's kind of where we choose people. And I know we had some people reaching out, how do you choose your nonprofits? And I know we did a blanket challenge, right? Just about a month ago to find some nonprofits to donate blankets to. So those are some of the things we look for, is that they're a smaller to medium-sized organization, not a lot of overhead. The money goes directly to the cause. And we're happy and glad to partner with these people to allow them to have a bigger
Should be able to hear you now. Go
My
ahead,
iPad
check.
is not moving.
The iPad is.
Oh, there it went. Oh, isn't it fun?
You are
Isn't
back.
technology?
This is
Isn't technology so
This
fun?
is, one of those things you don't expect, but we're not going to let it stop us.
We're fine.
Thank you, Gloria. Thank you, Marion. Thank you, everyone,
Oh,
for
no
your
sound,
well wishes.
so
No sound.
We should be slowing down our lip movement. Sound is back.
Sound is back now? Okay.
One of the things I also want to just pop in there with is, we listed off the organizations that we did, but there are countless other opportunities during the course of the year that we're donating to things, that we're just allowing people to have product or maybe a small discount to get something else, or some overages that we've got here or there, to just so that other people get the opportunity. So we have a couple groups that do some sewing, and so they'll take any fabric, absolutely anything, defect or not, and they take that fabric and they make things out of it. They do everything from families that have lost everything to a fire, to pet beds for some of the shelters, or actually some of they rescue animals and take them to the jails, and they get the pets ready to go to be placed in homes, and they need mats and pads, and just the stories that we hear all the time.
Oh, amazing. Rebecca, yes, by the way, you go under the footing of our website. There is under community, there is our one is there. We also, again, like she said, we give a lot of small donations to others that we're not listing. We believe in giving back, and we believe that if you're fortunate enough to be able to impact the life, you should. And it's really the way we've grown this company, even when we didn't have a lot of resources. But today we're glad to say, okay, so they're saying the video stopped.
Yeah, the video, so we should be back on.
All right, Stephanie, can you see us now?
Moving. The comments aren't moving.
Okay.
So we have no idea right now if you're seeing us or not seeing us, or hearing us or not hearing us.
Crackling sound.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, all right.
Woo! Here
Okay.
we go again.
Boy, and wait, by the way, my wife is watching.
Yes,
Hi, Shirley.
hi, Cheryl.
Love you, babe. Thank you for coming on. Again, we're going to work through these challenges today. And of course, because the microphone's out, we had to turn the fan off, so I'm sweating again.
Not like last week,
No,
though.
last week we were in a sauna last week.
I guess that's what
So we went through our nonprofit partners, and then now we're going to talk about the different things that we've done that started a couple of years ago. So about a couple of years ago, I said, okay, we've got this amazing community of customers, suppliers, people who are blessed like us. And I said, what if we partnered with them and we tapped into them to get money from them to do some amazing work? So all of our suppliers stepped up and donated at least, I think the minimum was 3,000, but most of them did 10,000.
This is our fabric suppliers.
The fabric suppliers that make these beautiful fabrics for us. And they're, again, also, we're super grateful to have them in our lives. They're wonderful people, wonderful companies. And so we said, okay, wonderful. And we match everything that they donated. And then we said, okay, let's go to our customers. So we reached out to 5 or 6 customers, and every single one said yes. So Sweet, the Cuddle Me Up, which is Aspen Grove, Nuddles, Fabric Center. And we did local drives in their communities. And so I know that a couple of years ago, when the pandemic was going on, there's a lot of people in need. I said, look, guys, this is the time to really step up. And so we teamed up and fed about 1,000 meals at the Salt Lake City Mission, over 1,000 meals at the Rescue Mission of Salt Lake, about 400 meals at the Bountiful Community Food Pantry and Family Rescue Center. And then also we teamed up with Aspen Grove, and they gave away 500 blankets to the Huntsman Cancer Institute, where we shared with them the cost of those blankets, and they were gracious enough. And she's connected to that. She lost her dad to cancer, and she said when we went to tell her this, she said, this is what I want to do. And it was an amazing turnout. Last year she donated to veterans. So again, our customers have stepped up. They're saying no sound again.
Yeah, I think they're delayed a little bit because I just checked with Hawk. It says there's good sound.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you.
So now is our mouths not
well, maybe it's not in sync. And you know what? God knows why things happen, right?
Now
life is not about what happens, it's about how you deal with it.
That's right. We're now a goofy movie, but that's all right.
Thank you, Kelly. We love you guys, honestly. And so the reason why we did this year and we wanted to share with you, it's not to gloat and to tell you how good we are, but rather to get people involved. And I know a lot of people are working, doing some amazing work with other organizations. We wanted to tap into our community and get more impact,
Right.
and give more with your help. So we're going to do our Thanksgiving food drive. We're going to be doing.
We're working on it already
We're
today.
already
Today
started.
we started, yes.
And so we want you guys. You can go to Making the World a Softer Place, which actually it's either makingtheworldasofterplace.org, or you can go to softerplace.org. Either one will lead you to the same place. And you can donate and help us participate in this beautiful blessing, and to give someone, a family, the blessing of food during the holidays. And I know it's not just the holidays, and we try to give around the holidays and Christmas and Thanksgiving mostly. But really, the devil tries, but he's a loser.
I tell you.
Our list, this is amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Completely.
And so Shannon Fabrics name is it's my sister's name. So when my father started this business in 1994, before I joined him, that's what he named it. It's my baby sister, who's not a baby no more. She's 32. But yeah, that's how it started. But again, we want to encourage to get you involved in this blessing. And if, only if you want to, there's absolutely no pressures. We love a bigger community. We love being able to expand our movement and to really give back more.
I saw somebody say earlier, I've donated a little and I don't think it's much, but you know what? Every little bit helps. And I think that it's easy to say that, my $2 or $5 or $10 isn't anything, but you add that up and up and up, and it really does add up. And we're doing everything we can to make the money go as far as we can. So
the cost of feeding one family, and I know there's inflation, we haven't looked into it this year, but last year was about $40,
yeah,
$38 to feed one family, and that included a protein, a turkey or chicken. And I know that obviously, look, we're all facing this inflationary period, and food costs have gone up, which means there's more people in need, which means that there is more of an opportunity for us to really step up and help. And it's really wonderful to get you guys involved. And I know look, you guys are part of our community. You're part of our fabric and DNA, and it's you are the reason that we are able to do this, right? And we're totally super grateful to you, every single one of you.
Think about it. I think every yard of fabric you buy also goes into that contribution, because it gives us more to be able to donate and match and ask more companies to help us.
Right.
So we just match and match and match, and so we'll just keep matching until.
So we give a percentage of our net profits to our nonprofit, which in turn distributes money. We do our food drive. We give donations to our nonprofit partners. And so it's a six-figure sum. It's a big number, and with the help of our customers and suppliers, it's a multiple six-figure sum. And so, but we do help a lot of people, and we don't turn people away. I mean, that's kind of our behavior here. And I was taught as a young boy, and I would ask my dad. I said, Dad, what's the, if you see someone who's panhandling, or he says, anytime someone extends their arm for help them. And it doesn't matter if they're looking to go buy a beer, it doesn't matter if they want food, they need your help. And they've, pretty much, it takes a lot to panhandle, to reach your arm out in front of someone to say, help us. And so we live by this philosophy that if anyone comes to us for help, and maybe it's not obviously everyone's not on the same level, and we gauge and we try to give to as many people as possible. Thank you, Heather. We love you. Deborah, we love you guys. Yes, please go on our website, the nonprofit website, Making the World a Softer Place, .org, and you guys can help us. We are going to do more things around this drive. We're going to advertise it more a little bit.
So that you know more.
You will get the newsletters and blog posts and everything, so there's more awareness. My goal this year is to be able to feed 1,500 families at the minimum. And I think with your help, we can even maybe outdo that number.
Yeah, I think so. Well, of course we can.
Yeah, and with God's help, obviously, we can't forget the person who makes it all possible. And I know, look, there's a lot of things going on in the world today, and we live in challenging times, but we have to keep our faith. We have to stay strong. We have to give to the people who need us the most, because God knows there's more people in need now than ever before. Ever before. And if you live in California or Los Angeles, I mean, you see the homeless situation and the homeless crisis that are going on. And these are God's children just welting on the side of the roads. And you know, hopefully our government will figure out a better solution for them, because they are throwing a lot of money at it, especially in California. And we're here just to help, to do our part. And I know it's not a humongous part, but we do everything we can.
Absolutely. And we try to make every dollar go
as far
as it can. And I just want to reiterate that over and over again, because I think it's super important, with a lot of news about how these organizations don't always utilize the funds the best they can. The funds are getting all used in the right way. And we try to check, and we try to step back, and we get a lot of letters and comments from the people that we've donated to as to how important that donation has been in their lives and how it makes them feel, from the fabrics all the way to the food itself, to grace someone's table.
And yes, Cindy, you're absolutely right. We're not here to judge people. You know, people have different challenges in life, and sometimes they turn to those vices for just the numbing medicine, because otherwise they wouldn't be able to survive. And so I think, again, our job is to give, and like you said, not to judge, and that's what we do. And hopefully God will bless us to be able to give more. And Samantha, I do believe that 1,500 is definitely doable. And again, that is just the food meals that we assemble here at the Shannon warehouse that get distributed locally. We're still going to partner with our customers and suppliers to deliver goodness in the local regions. I mean, Salt Lake City is a very special place for me and for us. We have a lot of amazing customers, and so we are going to continue to serve that community. And if anyone else here has any other communities and wants to partner with us, we will match up to $10,000 to anyone who will work with us to find a cause to donate to. And I know that we had a customer here. She's a cancer survivor herself. And so now she gives away blankets. And I told her, I said, we want to help you with this. And so we've taken, we're going to give her some free fabric so she can make those blankets, so she can give Minky Addicts, Ingrid, wonderful human being, wonderful story. You know, again, there's so many of you guys.
Her blankets that she makes, she does orange seal, and she does it so that anybody who is going through active chemo,
right,
that she will provide them a blanket and to the max of what she can do. And so we're now partnering with her to help her support her orange seal needs. And so hopefully she can give away even more.
Sharon, I think there's a lot, I know there's a lot of great people in Canada. I know there's a lot of great people everywhere. And that's the beauty, is that our job here is to project light and to get people to project their light, because every single human being has an eternal light inside of them that could be tapped into. And it's not everyone has tapped into it, or maybe not fully. And so again, we want to help people. We want to, you know, basically enable them to be able to see the powerful beings that they are.
Yes.
Judy, yes. You know what? The fabrics and the blankets do deliver comfort, joy, and happiness. And I'm glad that it's delivered that joy to your son. He owns 5 and her daughter has 8. There is an addiction to this product. I mean, I was telling Julie, I said, our job is not complete, because I don't think, you know, yes, we have an amazing community that's totally engaged with us and loves our product, but I only think our community represents maybe 1 or 2% of the population that could be a community for us. So we want to share this goodness. We want to allow people to see the magic of the product, and we want to cuddleize them. And whether it's for them, or like a lot of people said, they make cuddle blankets and gift them to people going, you know, that have ALS, cancer, going through a hard time, and that's my favorite thing to do, and my wife and I should say, is that anytime anyone in our community, in our circle, is going through a challenging period, we immediately contact them and say, look, we got to give you a cuddle blanket or 2 or 3 or 4, depending on who they are and how many children they have, to help them through these challenging times. And honestly, the messages I get, the calls I get, and I get kind of emotional because there is a lot of things going on in the world. There's a lot of pain and suffering for a lot of people. And just to know that I am able, or we are able, my wife and I, my company, my product is able to deliver that goodness, it means so much to us. And yes, Sharon, Ingrid is amazing. Lorna, Ingrid and Henry both are amazing. They're wonderful people, great story. And we had a opportunity to meet with her and spend a day and a half, 2 days with her, go to dinner with her. She's a wonderful blessing. She is so positive, having gone through her challenging journey. And all she wants to do is just give and make it just she's our peeps, you know? And again, a lot of our customers are like that. And that's how most of these minky companies or cuddle companies that make blankets started. They made one blanket for their kid, maybe that was sick, or the grandma made a blanket, and then it turned into a business. And so
I love that too. I love that.
it's really rewarding to see all those people doing well, doing better, and enjoying our fabrics, and really making a business out of it.
A life out of it.
A life out of it, really.
You know, I have to tease though for just a second, because Arvin started giving away blankets, I don't know, a few years ago when we started bringing in just enough blankets. We only have enough blankets just to serve that purpose, really. And we started teasing him that he's the professional blanket giver awayer. And so we all laugh about it now. But you know what? It's taught me in my personal life. I've always been free with my time, and I've given away over the years my time for things, but I've never given away as much of my own finances with it. But the blankets are a way that I have stepped up to my community, my friends, to be able to share that, because there's something about them. The magic that you talk about all the time is just so utterly true. And to give away a blanket, if you've never had the opportunity, anybody watching in the earshot right now that have never had the opportunity to give one of these blankets to somebody you love, please try to do that. Please try to take that opportunity to watch the light that occurs in people when you do give them the blanket and they have the moment to sleep with it or to cuddle with it. Because I think it does change lives. And not only when you're at a party or at a reason to give gifts, and when you give one, then you get to be the hero of the moment with giving the blanket. And then it always comes back. And I always say giving, you get back so much more than what you give. And I just love giving more than I love receiving.
The feeling is just unbelievable. And Valerie, I saw your comment. You made one blanket and now you can't make enough. It is an ongoing theme, and we are enablers. I saw that other comment. Again, there is a lot of amazing things our customers do. I know that like So Sweet gave away thousands of blankets to Ukraine.
She just thousands.
Yeah. And I know that, again, there's a lot of amazingness that comes out, and I'm proud and I'm honored to be connected to all that goodness, really. And it's not because of us, it's because of you guys as well. It's because of our superpowers coming and forming together to create this ring that, in my opinion, is in its infancy stage. And we can continually together continue growing this ring of giving and this ring of goodness. Again, I don't become speechless, but I'm speechless of all the blessings that we have in our world. And like Julie says, it's fun to come to work when you enjoy what you're doing and you enjoy the people you're doing it with, and you see the results of your work. And again, it's not just all financial. Finance, I know a lot of very wealthy people who are miserable, right? It has nothing to do with that. It's whatever you can give, whether it's your time, whether it's a couple of dollars, whether it's a couple of $100, whether it's a blankets, whatever it is, right? It is that we just, that's what giving is really the reason why we're all here. And if it wasn't for our forefathers and our, you go all the way back, if they weren't givers, we wouldn't be here today, And so that's where we are.
We could probably do this for a long time.
We could,
Yeah.
but we're gonna ask, do you have any questions, Jeremy?
Yeah, so we want to open it up for questions. Anybody, if you have any questions, go ahead and type them in the comments. But we had some people comment in our I Love Cuddle groups, and so make sure you go to the I Love Cuddle group to get sneak peeks and stuff. You answered a lot of the questions that Rick and Denise Davenport had, so I'm just gonna kind of ask one that maybe you guys didn't. Was there anything like specific that inspired you to get into the giving, because it's such a big part of this company?
Again,
Yes, Abraham.
yeah, and his father. So we're immigrants. We're Iranian of descent, and so Persian Jewish people, and so my grandfather was very active in our community and giving back and taught my father. And when we moved here, obviously we couldn't, we came here with not a lot, and so my father always said, giving has to be part of your life. It has to be woven into the fabric of you. And as a small child, I would always see him doing stuff. And today, you know what? Although he's active in the business, he spends half of his time just giving and calling. And he'll find out there is a family in need and call his friends and raise money for them. Aside from what we do, this is his passion.
Mm-hmm.
This is his thing. I bet you he's raised over $100,000 this year just to give through his community of friends and families, to give to people in need. But that was really the reason why I am the way I am. But it's also because, like she said, it feels good.
It does feel good.
It feels pretty darn good to see that smile on someone's face. It is
the right thing to do.
It is. There's a lot of people, and my dad always taught me, don't look above you, always look below you, right? Look at the people who are suffering. Look at the people who are in pain and try to be a light for them. And it's always easy to look up to the the Bezos of the world and the Elon Musk of the world and think that we're nothing compared to them. That's not true. We are something. We are exactly how God intended us to be. And we are at a different part of our journey, and we got to embrace it, and we got to do as much as we can for the people below us. Because again, this is an ongoing theme in this video. There is a lot of people in need.
And then Michelle, one of our brand ambassadors, would love to get involved, obviously, with the blankets and stuff. Is there a specific person she should reach out to for that?
Yeah, so she can get in touch with Cheryl, our marketing director, or Michael. They're the ones who handle the food drives and the blankets and everything. Again, you could reach out to me. It doesn't matter. We will
get you there.
Forward you to where you need to go. And again, we want to be whatever we can, and we know that you guys are doing exactly what you need to do. And if there is a way we can link together, we would love to link together even more. It's a good feeling.
It is a good feeling.
I think to wrap it up, we just got to make sure, once again, we're going to reference making the softerplace.org.
Yes, go to softerplace.org. You can reach out to any of us.
Could maybe put it in the comments again.
They did earlier, but they could do it again.
I just want to say just quickly, I won't call it a disclaimer, but we didn't come in planning to talk about different companies that we are working with, but I do want to say, surprise!
Oh,
You guys,
my God.
look at this!
Wow.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
This
you.
was unexpected.
Happy birthday, dear Arvin. Happy birthday to you. Yay. We need to eat this now.
Wow, that was not expected. Thank you all. That was very heartwarming. So I think with that out of the way now, we can do our giveaways,
Yes.
right? And if you guys have any other questions, please reach out to us. Reach out to me. And by the way, I see Afshin is there. He is the guy that built our website, and that's why he made a comment. Shannon Fabrics website is the best. Thank you, Afshin, for everything you do.
Today's winners are Carla T, Jane L, Michelle J, Judy Ford,
Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, honey. I love you.
Judy Ford A, and Gloria M.
Okay,
Wow.
so Carla T, are you here?
Carla T, Jane
Jane
L,
L,
Michelle
Michelle
J,
J,
Judy Ford A, and Gloria M.
Gloria M. You guys are in the comments by our administrators.
So make sure you message us on Facebook.
I see Jane, she's there.
Yeah.
Great.
Make sure you message
Let's
us
see.
and we will get these blankets.
Carla, I see Carla there. Congratulations.
So we
Let's
got
see.
Carla,
We
Jane.
got
Michelle.
Gloria M. I see you. I am here. Yes. And
John is
Michelle
asking
John,
if
Michelle
that's
J is
Judy.
there. Yes, you are it.
Sounds right to me.
Yep. And we got one more, which was Judy Ford. I don't know if Judy is still there.
Judy
Yep,
Ford's
there she is.
right there.
Congratulations. These are the blankets. You can't get them
I
all.
couldn't reach that one.
All right. Well, here, these are all of them. So this is what you guys are. You're gonna get one of those. There's no picking. So we'll
get them out for you.
Congratulations to your husband. Congratulations. Yes. Happy birthday. Thank you so much for joining us today. This was really interesting show with all the audio challenges and all the difficulties.
Right.
But you know what? We're gonna keep going, and we're not gonna let audio stop us. And we're gonna keep going for you guys, and we're gonna keep going for the people we serve, all the people we serve. We love you guys. We appreciate you, and we're absolutely grateful to you. Make sure to tune in to Teresa and Hawk every Tuesday for Sew Together Tuesday. Make sure you tune in to us on Wednesdays, although we were off yesterday since we're going live today, to our product preview. And make sure to come back every third Thursday. Next Thursday, we're going to talk about our values, our vision, our mission.
The next Thursday, yeah.
The next Thursday in October, which is what? October, the third Thursday in October. Somebody help me there. Is going to be
the 20th.
The 20th, October 20th. We'll be back to share with you. Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you. And congratulations to our winners. And thank you, Julie, for helping me. I know that you're very passionate about this as well.
Very.
And we can't wait to see what's in store for us next.
And sharing the love and light with all of you.
God bless you. And make sure to make the world a softer place.
Absolutely.